Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. It finally cooled down a little bit here. It was really hot for a while. This whole last week, actually. So I'm going to use the Runic Tarot, and I think I might do something a little, just slightly different today. I'm not sure if it's such a good idea that I take too much of a break. I feel like doing this, regardless of, I think it kind of grounds me a little bit, getting the day started off with tarot, and I think I need to do it, not take a break from it. I think taking a break from it's a kind of a cop-out. So there you have it. Let's get started. Okay. Current situation is Four of Pentacles. Present influence is the Knight of Cups, or Knight of Swords, sorry. I was thinking Cups, but Knight of Swords. Future influence, Emperor. Unexpected, Eight of Wands, challenge. Two of Cups, strength. The Star. Where does this lead? Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, King of Cups. And advice, Ace of Wands. I think that comes from the Eight of Wands there. Seeing that energy, starting something new, going after it, putting the energy in. What do we need to look for today? Look forward to or look for? Okay. Hangman. I'm going to do that. Advice, or no, bottom of the deck. Sorry, Knight of Cups. Oh, well, the Knight of Cups is somewhere, right? It feels to me like holding on to something. Like the Four of Pentacles is the holding on to something. You know, I feel like with this Knight of Swords, there's something that comes in that makes you go back to holding on to this energy of the Knight of Cups. Whoever that is to you, or whatever that is to you, the Knight of Cups would be an energy of caring, love, emotion. It's usually a person, but it can be um, a feeling. It can be anything. But really what you're thinking of is it makes you feel good emotionally. It's yeah. So and parts of me does feel like for a lot of us it's a person, because we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Emperor, we have the King of Cups over here, we have Two of Cups up here. So there is that feeling. And with the Four of Cups, it's absolute, or Four of Pentacles, it's absolutely holding on. Now, I don't feel like the Four of Pentacles is always holding on in a negative way. It's, about understanding what you've accumulated as well. Can't just go in and say, okay, I'm holding on to this. No, I've accumulated this. This is something that's grown, that I've accumulated. So when I think of like being, let's say this is a relationship, being in a relationship where you're holding on to something about it unhealthy, in an unhealthy way, it wouldn't necessarily be the Four of Pentacles. It can be, but it wouldn't necessarily be that, because the Four of Pentacles is, I'm holding on to it because I've accumulated a lot here. I'm holding on to the knowledge I've learned, the energy I've put into it, all of these things. So I don't necessarily think it's a negative. It's something to just think about. The Knight of Swords, I think, is that energy coming in quickly. And I do feel like it's a person. But the Knight of Swords isn't always, it can be good, don't get me wrong, but it also can be rough. That sword mentality of being straight up, speaking, not thinking about other people's feelings can come in. But I'm not sure that that's happening here, but let's take a look at that. Knight of Swords, please. Four of Pentacles, the Fool, and Karma, which is the Judgment card. Okay, yeah, this is this is something that you hold on to, but I feel like with the Fool and the karma, or the judgment, that's definitely stepping into a new, starting 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 something new that is coming from the past, like it's a rebirth from that. So there is an energy like kicking in again, and it does have something to do with the past or the previous. So let's take a look at the Emperor. We have the Emperor and the future influence, which, you know, it feels to me like a control thing, and not a control thing. Like, you know how sometimes people need to feel in control? And not necessarily taking control, but I don't, I think that's the right way to put it. But let's see what this says. Just a sec. The Emperor. Okay, the shadow side, the Fool again, and Two of Wands. So yeah, this is yep, again, now we got the shadow, which is also an attachment. The Four of Pentacles is also attachment. We got the Fool again. There's some kind of new energy happening here with an attachment. The Two of Wands, or this is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is seeing this all come together. Now, so I do feel like the Emperor is somebody, because they're, especially like, well, just if someone has not control over you, I don't want to say control because it's not necessarily, but it's someone that you may allow to, I want to use it lightly because I don't think it's negative, but like you kind of let them get away with a lot, because you care about them, or you have a relationship with them, and they do kind of take control. I want to do that nicely. But we have the that Fool and that Three of Wands. So I feel like there's something here that you're going to see a new beginning to. Now, what that new beginning is, I mean, it looks like it can be nice over here. I'm getting a good feeling over here, but I think I would be cautious to some degree, because we've got that Four of Pentacles and the Devil, which can be attachments that might be unhealthy. So I would keep an eye on that just a little bit. The Eight of Wands, this could be a message. This could be energy coming in really quickly. Also, I think, with the Ace of Wands as the advice, this is unexpected. There's going to be some kind of, maybe a trip, a travel, a message, energy that it lifts you up. Okay, so the Eight of Wands has a lot of motivation behind it, so it does tend to lift you up a little bit, and like, oh, let's just do this. So let's see what this Eight of Wands is. I like the Eight of Wands overall. I mean, it's a positive card when I see it in readings. And the sun fell out. Tell me about this Eight of Wands here. Okay, it's the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's something here that this has been, it's kind of a weird, so if there was someone that's been focused on work or home or family, they're slowly moving back toward you. Ten of Cups, they have been, or you've had to be really patient until they get through something. And the Eight of Wands is that coming back around again. I feel like it also might be a little bit of a message, maybe with an uplifting message is what I'm seeing and feeling. So then what's our challenge is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is, can this work? And the reason why I say that is, if you've been waiting and you've been patient, and you because of the Emperor, you tend to give a lot to this situation. Is it going to be worth it? So what is this Two of Cups in the challenge? And that's what I'm kind of feeling. Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Six of Swords. Yeah, there's a part of you that's been like, okay, I'm going to move away from this. Like, I don't know that I want this situation. I've been healing and I've moved on and I'm taking back control of who I am. And I feel like that's that energy, and that's why it's going to be a little bit of a challenge coming in here. We do have the star and the strength. So tell me about the star, which is all the good stuff. You know, your hopes, your desires, your dreams, your wishes, all of the things. So tell me about the star, please. Eight of Pentacles, Justice, Six of Pentacles. I think there's like a whatever it is you've been working hard on and focusing on is going to balance out here. With the Six of Pentacles is a little bit about balance to me too. You have the ability to share, but I feel like it's saying that because it's in the strength, there's going to be a more give and take. It's not just you, or you're going to be treating it a little bit differently, as to not give all the time, all your energy, because you know that if you don't get it back, then it just frustrates the whole thing. So the Nine of Cups is where this all leads. Let's see what this is about, reaching your dreams and wishes. Now we do have the star too and the strength. So this is, I feel like it's very positive. Tell me about this Nine of Cups here, please. What is this Nine of Cups? The High Priestess, Nine of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it might be some kind of commitment with the High Priestess there. Not High Priestess, Hierophant. It says High Priest, and it's really the Hierophant. And then the Nine of Cups is those dreams. And then the King of Pentacles, this was up here with that Eight of Wands. So there feels to me something that is really coming together, and reaching some really nice dreams here. I mean, realistically, really reaching a good place, a positive place, because that's what the Nine of Cups is. Now, I like too having the Ace of Swords here because I feel like this is more knowledge. Like you will learn something pretty big here. What is the Ace of Swords, please? Tell me about the Ace of Swords. I think that is, it could be a new beginning, but it also could be messages or clear, um, learning something, aha moment, learning something that made something being made clear. What is this Ace of Swords? What is this? Strength, Six of Swords, and Page of Cups. You've really had, I think you're going to understand what exactly you need to do here, because the strength is that energy of holding on. And then the Six of Swords, well, you were considering moving away, but I feel like there is some kind of aha moment about how you feel and how you care about something or someone with that Page of Cups. And I feel like you're learning a lot here. And then it leads to the King of Cups. So let's talk about that, because that to me seems like that King of Pentacles turning around and saying, I care, having a heart. Because I don't always think of the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords with hearts, even though they do. They very much care about their family, home. So they do have a heart, but they don't always show it to the other people around them. King of Cups, please. King of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, someone recognizing their dreams too. So if there was that Knight, I think that's the Knight of Cups, basically. Again, there's that Nine of Cups coming back around. Six of Wands, the recognition of that. And then I think this is somebody recognizing what you do for them, basically, and then recognizing that in a positive way, and maybe even recognizing that they may have been tough with that King of Swords, if there was anything like that happening. What to look for is the Hangman. If this is a situation that's rekindling or coming back around, something that you were holding on to with that Four of Pentacles, just remember to look at it differently, from a different perspective than you have in the past, because things change as time moves on. even, you know, people that you know really well, if their lives have changed in that time that you've been holding on, things will be different. Good or bad. It didn't, not, that's not the case, but it's for you to say, okay, this needs to be handled differently than before. And I think it's also, remember to always take that time out for you. The Ace of Wands is in the advice. You know, if it's something that, I feel like this is like a challenge to just be passionate about what you do. And if you decide to move forward, be passionate about it. I feel like there's that energy of that Eight of Wands, that this is saying, go for it, do something that brings back excitement. And this doesn't have to be love, this can be anything, like, you know, bringing back that excitement, bringing back that passion into whatever it is you're doing, and allow it to grow. And even if, and that doesn't even have to grow. It just has to be good for you, right? It just has to feel good. It has to be right. You have to have that energy and to go for it. Sometimes too, this is also like when you need to start something, you need to just do it. Don't overthink. Don't get into a, you know, thoughts in your head. Don't overthink it too much. Sometimes planning, we need to plan, but when we wait too long, this isn't the right time, this isn't, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, I don't have that, you will always wait, because it'll always be something. The Ace of Wands is saying, you gotta go. If you want this, go for it, do it. I'm not gonna say like do it without thinking at all, but it is saying you're always going to have an excuse on why not. So instead of having that why not excuse, go for it and do it. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day.